It is people, power, and politics. Welcome back to Detroit's only nightly political talk show. This is The Pulse. You know, the Israel-Hamas war has raged on for more than a year and a half. It's something that's impacted so many Metro Detroiters with such large Jewish and Arab American populations. And tonight we're getting unique perspective on the war from a retired Israeli brigadier general and the founder and chair of Israel's Defense and Security Forum talking to The Pulse, as well as an Arab American journalist and political analyst. We started by asking both of them about their thoughts on where things stand with the war and where they're headed.
We are in a very defining moment in the war. At this stage, Israel defeated Hezbollah in the north. Due to this defeat, also Syria regime fell, and we see these changes in Syria. Israel attacked in Iran a few months ago, destroying their air defense and some crucial sites. I think that in the coming months, maybe 4, 5 months, 6 months, Israel will reach a decisive win in Gaza, being able to really destroy Hamas and create a new reality there. And as this is happening, we're also preparing for dealing with Iran.
Until the United States administration, the current administration, changes position and ally more with the American values and the international and American laws, I don't see any potential opportunities for actual peace. I don't see the hostage away and going back to their homes. I don't see Palestinians getting their rights of humanitarian aids, self-determinations, rebuilding their stripe and getting back to the track that they are entitled of. Otherwise, we're going to stay in this dilemma. Unfortunately, the Israeli government is not going to change its course.
This is an important conversation, is critical for this community. We also asked them about the aid boat seized at an Israeli port and the detention of activists on board, including Swedish activist Greta Thunberg. Here's what they had to say about that.
Unfortunately, this is happening in international water. And unfortunately, the Israeli government is not given any respect or attention to international laws because there is no consequences for their previous bad behaviors. Actually, they've been rewarded. This is going to continue. And I feel very bad and I feel very sad because even a sample of supporting for people in Gaza under siege now been attacked by an Israeli government.
Throughout the war, Israel, in order to safeguard the Gazans, encourage the Gazans to move to a humanitarian zone near the sea, El Mawasi, to stay out of the war zones, and provided aid to this zone. The problem is that this zone was and still is completely controlled by Hamas. So all this aid we brought was seized by Hamas. Hamas took it for itself and also sold it, aid that is supposed to be for free. Sold it to the Gazans in a way that enabled Hamas to make a lot of money and sustain the war. Now, this is only prolonging the war.
It's a complicated war, one that, as we say, impacts everybody in the world, but specifically people here in Metro Detroit. We'll be here to cover it all. That is The Pulse for tonight. Remember to send us your political questions you want answered or a fact check you want to see. Perhaps it's a comment, something you like, didn't like. We'll take all your mail. thepulse@fox.com, or you can scan the QR code on your screen. I'm Rup Raj. As always, it was good to be with you.